to another episode of Sarcasm Speaks. I'm Jared here with Bobby, and it is a beautiful Sunday evening here. And I think I'm just gonna get right into it with Joker. We've been waiting.
Yeah, it's been long enough.
It's been long enough.
If you haven't seen it,
So hey,
Dude, what the fuck?
here comes a spoiler alert.
I
So
haven't seen it.
Jamie, just don't listen. You're good. Jamie's in the other room. He hasn't seen it yet. Realistically, are you actually gonna see it?
Yeah, one day.
One day, yeah, but when is that day gonna be? You're gonna be in fucking the woods until Christmas.
and then you'll be in Utah.
Yeah, honestly, you probably won't see it until you're in Utah.
Alright, fuck it, talk about it then.
Good, because we're done.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, it's been long enough. I want to talk about it. I think it was a phenomenal fucking movie. So, hey, if you're listening and you still haven't seen it, here comes spoiler alerts in 3, 2, 1. Okay, go fuck yourself. Joaquin Phoenix is an absolute fucking monster in that movie. He knocked it out of the park.
He did. I don't know, but I don't know how much it was him and how much it was actually like storyline and writing and.
Yeah. Well, I think Todd Phillips did a good job directing it too, which is weird because he did The Hangover and all of those movies. He's he's known for directing comedies, but this was a phenomenal movie. If Joaquin Phoenix doesn't win an Oscar for this, then it's just bullshit.
Well, don't we know it's bullshit?
Yeah, no, I know.
And
But
is
this will be 100% confirmation that it's complete and utter bullshit and it's a total waste of time. And I know no one fucking watches the Oscars anymore anyway either. But if he doesn't win, then they should just cancel the show.
Yeah, but I thought the whole thing with the Oscars is they don't give awards for popular movies.
Yeah, because they try and be like fucking hipsters. They're like, well, this is a great cinematic movie. But I thought the Joker was great cinematically. Like, I thought it was fucking amazing.
Yeah, I do think it's too popular for the Oscars.
Yeah, and it should win Best Picture. But I mean, I can't think of any other. Again, there's some stupid fucking
No,
movies that
and
no
that's
one's
exactly
ever-
it. You
yeah.
can't think of it because you
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be able to.
Right.
There's gonna be some random ass movie that no one's ever heard of.
But his performance was so believable, and I guess he lost like 50 pounds for that role.
Well, you had to be looking at our exit agreement.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't sure if some of it was like CGI, but like that one scene where he's in front of his locker and he's trying to like open his fucking shoelaces or whatever, and his fucking bones are sticking out of his back. Like, holy shit, dude. Like, I just assumed that was CGI, and then I heard he lost 50 pounds. And I was like, oh wow, maybe that was legit. There are so many different things in that movie too. It's like, I guess it was set up, so I read an article too about, they interviewed Todd Phillips afterwards, and they asked him like what the deal was, because there's a lot of rumors that like Arthur Fleck isn't really the Joker. He's like a guy that inspired the real Joker because we never knew this story before, whatever, like this person's name, I guess Arthur Fleck was like not a real name or something. But there's all kinds of rumors floating around, and Todd Phillips said that he knows exactly what he did. Like he knows his plan, and he said that eventually someday I'll tell everyone what we thought and what we had in mind when we were doing it. Because there's a lot of like hallucinations in there. Like the whole fucking series of him and his girlfriend, the black chick.
Yeah.
Like, they go through most of the movie as if they're dating, and then there was that one scene where he just like, after he fucking snaps, and he goes back up into the fucking her apartment, and she like has no idea who he is.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh shit, that was all fake.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's like, it was crazy, because then they were talking about like what's real and what's fake and what actually happened and what didn't happen, because then they cut back to the ending scene when he was in Arkham at like doing the interview with the lady, and then they allude that he killed that lady.
Yes.
Because he's walking down the hallway and he has bloody footprints.
Yep.
So there's like all kinds of stuff like what's real, what's not, like, and apparently Todd Phillips was like, yeah, no, I'll tell you guys. He goes, I know exactly how I wrote it and what I had in mind when I wrote it, and someday I'll let you all know.
So one of my clients asked me, he's like, oh, do you think that the girl that he hallucinated dating, he goes, do you think he killed her? I go, no. He goes, I don't either. He goes, but like people have asked me and they're like, no, he definitely killed her. I'm like, why? And they're like, well, you don't know what's real, what's not real, so he definitely killed her. I'm like, I don't know. Did you get that impression?
The way it was, again, it was very ambiguous. Because they just did that quick scene. He was on her couch, and she was like, "Are you Arthur? Like, I think you live down the hall, right? Like,
Yeah, like you're in the wrong apartment."
Yeah, and then it was just a cut of him walking down the hallway. So it was like they made it seem like he may have killed her.
I didn't get that impression at all.
I didn't think so either until after the movie when someone said it.
Yeah, I'm like.
And then once someone said it, I was like, oh, I guess I could see that. Yeah, I could see where they get it from.
But I could also see him not doing it because when he's in his apartment and the clown that gave him the gun
Yeah.
that popped out of his belt at the children's hospital,
Mm-hmm.
he brutally killed that guy.
Oh yeah.
And then the midget.
Which that might be my favorite scene of the entire movie. I think that was so fucking good. Like that was so well done how that played out. And like it was, again, it's super dark and it's fucked up, but that's the whole movie. But it's like you have this guy who's being bullied forever, and now he's an adult and he gets fucked over by that guy who gave him the gun. So he fucking stabs him in the neck with a pair of scissors and just fucking kills him right there. And the midget's just hanging out, and he goes, and Joker is like, oh, you can leave.
Yeah.
And then like just the way, like the anticipation of that scene where like the guy is like super fucking terrified. Obviously he just watched Joker stab someone to death. So he like goes over to the door and he can't reach the fucking thing. And he goes, Arthur, can you open the door for me? I can't reach it. And I was like, oh shit, he's gonna get up. He's gonna murk this guy. And he gets up, he like does his little like quick laugh and like gets up and goes over to the door, and I'm like, yo, this guy's dead. This guy's dead. And then he just unlocks the door and opens it up and goes, you were always so nice to me. And then just lets him go and shuts the door. And I was like, holy shit. Just that whole scene was so fucking good. Like just the way that Joaquin Phoenix played that. And even the, I forget the midget's name, it's like Leo something is his name. But he was great in it too. Like they were just so fucking good. I love that scene. I think that was awesome.
That scene is why I don't think he killed the girl in the apartment.
Right.
Because I guess the final scene would debunk this, but it doesn't seem like he just was like arbitrarily, randomly killing people. Now, no matter how small the motive, at least there was always something there.
Yeah, yeah. Like
And-
someone had to have done something to him at some
Yeah,
point.
so it was like the people in the train, he fucking killed the shit out of them.
Mhm.
The guy in the apartment, and then,
Murray
Marty.
Franklin. Yeah,
Marty.
Murray Franklin.
So
Yeah,
that's,
his mom. He suffocated his mom.
yeah, he killed his mom.
Yeah.
But like you could all say there was a reason why he killed, again, no matter how good or how small, big, whatever.
Right.
But he let the other guy go.
Mhm.
He didn't just go on a spree on the show.
No.
He just kind of did his thing and just sat there calmly.
Mhm.
So that's why I don't think he killed the girl in the apartment. But yeah, I don't know why. No, he definitely killed her. What?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
fuck you, come off.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. No, it's ambiguous. He might have, where he also might not have.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But also in the rest of the movie too, it's like all the riots and all the other stuff. He didn't do any of that.
No, those were
He was
all
in the fucking
ambiguous.
cop car the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is like in the Dark Knight. The Dark Knight,
Right.
when I forget
Heath
what
Ledger.
what he's interrogating him for,
Yeah.
and he goes, "I didn't do any of that. I've been here the whole time." he shows like the handcuffs,
Right.
and and like people start getting pissed. Like that's part of what he does is he creates chaos.
Right.
He doesn't necessarily always do each thing. Yes, he needs to do the things that get people moving.
Yeah.
But like he didn't kill Batman's parents.
Right.
He killed the people he wanted to kill, but
Right. It was just one of his followers.
yeah.
Which was also something I thought this movie did was very interesting. Was it introduced the possibility of Bruce Wayne and the Joker being related. Even though they said that Arthur Fleck's mom was crazy, she was in Arkham, all this stuff. She said that he was adopted. There was still that like quick little part that was like, oh, is he maybe? And then again, so at the very end of not the very end of the movie, but towards the end, when he gets her files from Arkham, and then in the files he sees that he actually was adopted, then I was kind of like, oh, so they're not related.
No.
But for like 70% of the movie, you like went through thinking like, oh shit, like maybe the Joker and Batman are fucking half brothers.
I don't know, maybe because I'm the smartest person ever, but I also never trusted the mother with anything.
Yeah.
Like she's like, oh, he'll come out. Well, he'll come help us. Well, no, he's not.
Right.
We're all well aware of that.
Right.
And it's like, oh, he's your father. It's like, I'm not buying it.
Yeah, when I first saw it, I was like, I don't, like, when I heard it, I should say, I was like, I don't know if I buy that. And then it just, like, kept going. I was like, I mean, that would be a really cool fucking plot twist. And then,
I don't think it would be. It's better when Joker is just some fucking crazy person doing his thing, and then Batman fights for, the good.
yeah. But I mean, it's like, it's almost like that they come from the same bloodline, and it's like one decided to go one way and one went the other. You know what I mean? Like, they both have extreme capabilities, and one used them for good and one used them for evil. I mean, that's why I could see it through that way. Like I said, I thought it would be a cool plot twist, but it got debunked.
Yeah, I mean, there's also enough of that too. You got Thor and Loki and
Yeah,
whatever else.
yeah. But I mean, I'm trying to think of what else.
Well, I mean, so I and that's why when everyone in Joaquin Phoenix obviously did a really good job, but I don't think Joaquin Phoenix was the reason why I was sitting there going, like, almost feeling sympathetic for the character, and then having to realize to myself, I'm like, oh right, this is the Joker, which
Right.
in every other setting you've seen him in is a fucking maniac.
Right.
But so that's why it's like I thought the writing may have been a little bit stronger
Mm-hmm.
than some people are potentially going to give it credit for, because they almost set it up and had you believing that
You were feeling bad for this guy.
yes, it like humanized them.
Right.
And then the second where it's like, you feel bad for the guy and you can see like where everything's going wrong, then he just fucking flips the script. And it's just
Yeah.
like, oh yes, he's. I like
yes,
this.
that's right. This is the Joker still.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just blows Murray Franklin's head off.
Yeah. Yeah. You get what you
Which-
fucking deserve.
I wonder how much they had to pay Robert De Niro for that, because I don't know if Robert De Niro has ever actually died in any of the movies that he's been in. Because like some actors are like really particular about that shit. Like they won't play a character if the character is gonna die. They're like, it's an ego thing, whatever.
Yeah.
Hollywood sucks. There's a bunch of fucking shitbags. But like, I don't know if Robert De Niro has ever played someone that's died. I'm sure someone can fact check that. All our 50-something listeners. If you guys know something, just shoot us a DM on Instagram at Sarcasm Speaks Pod. But I don't think he actually did ever die. So I wonder if like that was they had to pay him some extra cheddar for that.
Yeah. Well, I also thought he was a really good character too.
Yeah, he's good.
Because it's like he was a dick, but then it's like he wasn't a dick, except he was a dick the entire time.
Yeah. There were there were a lot of like random little things that I saw, like Easter egg kind of things. There was somebody played his assistant, Murray's assistant. Oh, it was Mark Maron. I don't know if you know who that is.
I don't.
He's a stand-up comedian, and he also does a podcast. He's like, him and Joe Rogan have like the biggest podcasts in the world. But Mark Maron had that quick little cameo as Murray's assistant. And then, Brian Callen was in it. Did you catch that?
No.
He was in it like for a hot second. So in the scene after he dropped the gun in the hospital, when they're in the locker room,
Yeah.
there's some guy that's like talking like, oh, hey, Arthur, like, what'd you get that gun for? So like you can fucking kill yourself or something like that. That was Brian Callen.
Oh.
And he wasn't facing the camera, but his back was to the camera, but he was in the mirror, so you could see his face through the mirror, and he was like doing makeup or whatever, being a clown. And that was Brian Callen.
Nope, didn't catch it at all.
Yeah. There's a lot of other shit. Oh, when he said apparently, what was it? He was in what I can't remember her name. Let's call her the hot black girl.
Okay.
He was in her apartment, and she was like, I think you're in the wrong apartment. And he goes, I've had a really bad day. That's apparently like one of the Joker's most famous lines from the comic books.
Well, I think and I know there's a lot of different stories, but the whole idea is how one bad day changes everything.
Yeah.
And that's what it was. It was one
Right.
bad day, and now here we are.
Yeah, it was the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a pretty shitty life leading up to that.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the thing. It's one bad day.
Right. Oh man, that was just like, even like down to the laugh, like the laughing, like
Yeah.
the different laughs. Like, do you know how hard that must be to pretend to laugh, but also have a look of like anguish on your face, like
Because of the condition.
right, and like
Because he
when
also had two laughs.
Right, he had that fake laugh that he had when he was like trying to fit in and be like a normal person, like when he was in the comedy show, and then he had the laugh that like he couldn't control, and then but like the scene after when he was in I think the hospital maybe or something when he got mugged on the train when they like beat the shit or the alleyway, they stole his sign.
Yeah.
And he's like in obvious pain, but he's laughing, but his face looks like he's in pain, but he's laughing. Like that level of acting is like unbelievable. I think I have to put Joaquin Phoenix in my top 3 actors of all time.
What else has he been in that I should have seen?
Gladiator, he was in that.
Yeah. Again, Gladiator is one of those movies where I've just never actually
Yeah.
buckled down and watched.
He was in that movie Her a couple years ago.
Like I know he was
That
Johnny
one.
Cash.
Yeah, he was Johnny Cash too.
Was he in Signs? No. Yes. No. Yes. Him and Charlie Sheen.
Maybe. I don't think I've ever seen Signs. Or if I did see Signs, I only saw it like once. Let me pull up his IMDb real quick. Oh,
Well,
he's only 5'8".
Because you give me a million things in there.
That's a good short.
I was just wondering like what he was in that I should know. And Gladiator is one. That's just a movie that I obviously haven't
Yeah.
really buckled down and watched.
He was in Signs, yeah. You're right. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's really kind of it for like the bigger ones. But I probably forgot some somewhere. Someone is screaming at their car radio right now.
Yeah, well, I was that's what I was trying to figure out because I kept hearing like, oh, Joaquin Phoenix is so good, and I'm like, that's fine, but like, what the fuck movies was he in? But
Yeah.
that's on me.
Do you remember when he did his like his little like psycho break?
Well, didn't he
Like
grow
the
like a
early
huge
2000s?
beard and
Yeah, and he was a rapper.
yeah,
He retired from acting to become a rapper. That was the whole thing. He was like, I want to say that was before. He might have been. Oh, I'm sure he wasn't the first fucking person in Hollywood to have a breakdown, but I think that was before Charlie Sheen. Like I think Joaquin Phoenix did it first.
it probably had to be after the Britney Spears.
No, Britney Spears was late. That was in like 08, 07, 08.
Yeah, when did he have his? Was it
Like early
earlier than
2000s, yeah. Oh, technically, again, like I said, he's not the first one. But Robert Downey Jr. had a breakdown in like the late 90s. I think his was
Is
around
that a-
like
is that a-
99, 2000.
Is that a breakdown though?
Yeah, he
Because he was like substances. And,
Oh yeah, he was off the fucking rail.
Yeah.
He was more Charlie Sheen. So like Robert Downey Jr. and Charlie Sheen were pretty much like the same person.
Yeah, I think
for a little while.
the only thing though, he had real drug issues.
Oh yeah, he was an alcoholic and
he had real substance problems. I think that's why like I almost like don't categorize him as like the true like breakdown.
Yeah.
Because I mean you can look at a lot of people who just can't get it together.
Right.
But
Right.
you think All the Snow was mirrored after Robert Downey Jr.?
I don't know. Because have you heard that before?
No, I just thought of it right now.
I don't know because Robert Downey Jr. wasn't a musician.
I know. But I guess if you start looking at musicians, you can find millions of examples.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if anything, I would think All the Snow is mirrored more after Russell Brand himself.
Was he like that?
Because Russell Brand is another one who was addicted to heroin and booze. And he was all kinds of shit. So it's almost like he was playing himself in a way.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know. I was gonna say the Robert Downey Jr. stuff though was a little bit before my time. I just don't remember it. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah,
to
that's what I mean. It was like I want to say it was around like 99, 2000.
Yeah, and I don't think he started like kind of rehabbing himself until Iron Man, right?
Yeah, well, that was one of the big things that I heard somewhere when it came out was they originally didn't want Robert Downey Jr. for Iron Man because he was still considered like radioactive after his meltdown or whatever. Iron Man came out in 2008.
Yeah.
So they would have started shooting it probably around 06, 07. So yeah, he would have.
Yeah, I think.
So his whole shit was like early 2000s.
It might have been like 02 to Iron Man.
Yeah.
May have been him just kind of like off the grid in a way.
Yeah.
Or I could be completely wrong.
Yeah, because one of those post movie things, you know how they do like the director or whatever, they were talking about how when they originally were casting for the movie, the director of Marvel's studios at the time or whoever was like, oh, we can't have Robert Downey Jr. That'd be Iron Man. That's ridiculous. But the director wanted him, and if so, they worked it out, and then the rest is history.
Yeah.
He was the first one too. He's a really good actor too. Who would be your top 3 actors of all time?
Oh, don't do that to me, because
I'll give you top 5. I'll go top 5.
no, because that's the thing is like so I really like Edward Norton.
Yeah. It's purely subjective.
Yeah, I know, but it's like I really like Edward Norton in most of his movies.
Yeah.
I like Matt Damon as Jason Bourne. I like Daniel Craig as James Bond, but I don't know what they are outside of those characters.
Yeah. Well, Daniel Craig was the stormtrooper in episode 8 of Star Wars.
And that's so memorable. That
Yeah.
tell you that. I don't know. I'd have to like think about it, but I'll tell you right now, Edward Norton would be the only actor where if they told me it's like, oh, there's this movie and it's about this, whatever. Oh, Edward Norton's in it. I go, oh, that would be cool.
Right. Like I'll just watch it just because he's in it.
Yeah, but I couldn't even give you a list, honestly.
Yeah.
And that's how little I look at
I think so.
actors, actually.
In no particular order. Obviously, Joaquin Phoenix is in there. Christian Bale is in there for me. He's fucking phenomenal.
Okay, you keep going. I'll tell you kind of like where my head's at. Why it's hard for me to answer.
Tom Hardy is a big one for me. I love him and all of his stuff. I'll put him in. So I'm looking at this as like top 5 actors that I like, not like who I think is the top 5 most talented. Because if you want to go most talented, I could probably make a damn strong argument that Tom Hanks is the most talented actor ever to
Wasn't
live.
Daniel Day-Lewis like another one?
Daniel Day-Lewis is another one, but so I'm gonna put Tom Hanks in there. So I have for me Hanks, Joaquin Phoenix, Christian Bale, Who else did I say? Tom Hardy, and then I don't know. My fifth one might be like Leo. I like Leo in all the movies that he does. I think he's really good. So that's probably my top 5.
Yeah. So when I look at that, so like Christian Bale, I only know him as Batman.
Yeah.
So it's hard for like, and then like Tom Hardy, he was Bane, he was Handsome Rob in Inception.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he was in Inception.
Yeah. Was he Handsome
He was
Rob in that movie though?
I don't know his character name, but he was in Inception for
He was
sure.
Handsome Rob in something.
He was also Forrest Bondurant in Lawless.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he goes.
Yeah. Yeah. His most badass role of all time.
Yeah.
Dude gets his fucking throat slit and just
lives.
holds it together and fucking lives and walks to a hospital.
But yeah, and then it's like Tom Hanks. I'll look at like some of the goofy shit he did and be like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's like Daniel Day-Lewis. I know everyone regards him as like really, really good, but I haven't seen most. Like I saw Gangs of New York.
That's a great movie.
Like I forget what else he's done, but he did like some Abraham Lincoln thing. But
Mm-hmm.
he's so like, was it method acting?
Oh yeah.
But like he's so hardcore with the method acting that he only takes a job every few years.
Yeah. And he's technically retired right now.
Yeah. Like
Allegedly.
none of that shit matters to me.
Yeah.
Like so, it's hard for me to pick because I can almost pick like characters, not necessarily
Right.
actors. Like I like Jeremy Renner stuff, but I don't know what goofy shit he's done
Mm-hmm.
or hasn't done.
He's another one too. It's tough. It's so hard to just pick 5 because there's so many ones that are good. And again, it's like 5 that like you just kind of really enjoy and think are really fucking good.
But it also depends on what movies you've seen and liked. too.
Right. Because if I'm going off of like pure talent and career, well then again I would put Tom Hanks at number 1, and then you have to also consider like Denzel,
Yeah.
Robin Williams.
Yeah.
You know, then those people, Robert De Niro, Jack Nicholson, like they all.
Yeah, when you gotta start getting older.
You know,
too.
yeah, you know what I mean. Like those people would come into play if you're gonna rank like best actors of all time. I'm just
Harrison Ford.
yeah, like I just am saying like my favorite actors,
Yeah.
which is a little different.
Yeah, I mean it's hard because it's like so I like I could say Jeremy Renner because I've actually seen a lot of his stuff. Like I thought he was great in The Town. I thought.
Wind River is a phenomenal movie.
Yeah, I remember we watched that.
Yeah.
He was good as Bourne. He was Hawkeye.
Yeah.
He was in God damn it. Fuck, Tom Cruise. What the fuck movies are what's his like
Oh, Mission Impossible.
Yes.
Yeah.
like he was in some of the later ones of those.
Mhm.
So I've seen all of those. So
Yeah.
it's easy for me to say him.
Right. He also just had like a mental breakdown. Did you hear about that?
Yeah. Nico said it.
Yeah. He what was it? He threatened to like kill himself or something. He was gonna shoot himself. Some crazy shit like that.
Yeah, I forget exactly. He's on a bunch of drugs, right?
Apparently, yeah. Let me see if I can find that.
It's
Oh,
only a matter.
Jeremy Renner might be removed from Hawkeye over accusations. Yeah. Now all this shit is coming out. You literally just type in Jeremy Renner on Google, and the ones that pop up, it's like Jeremy Renner did cocaine with underage girls in his home. Jeremy Renner might be removed from Hawkeye over accusations. And it's like Marvel may recast Hawkeye.
Hey, if he was doing coke with underage girls in his house, they probably should.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Like, I like his movies, but
Yeah. What is it? His ex-wife. Oh, so apparently Jeremy Renner claims his ex-wife is sex obsessed and shared his nudes. So he's like, he's going through some shit right now.
well, so this is good. This is a good breakdown. Like,
Yeah.
he's got fucking underage girls at his house. He's got nudes somewhere.
Yeah. He's got drug problems, taken multiple drug tests that show negative results though.
He's
So
got wife issues, ex-wife issues. What was it? Wife, ex-wife.
ex-wife, yeah.
Ex-wife.
Yeah, they're in a heated legal battle. I think custody over the kids.
Okay.
She sent out his nudes to TMZ without his consent. There's all kinds.
That means there should be another set of nudes coming out. That Jeremy Renner, Demi Lovato.
Yeah, hey,
these things
those,
come in threes, right?
Those Demi Lovato nudes were pretty legit, huh? Those were pretty solid.
almost as legit as how fast Nikos came up with them.
Dude, Black Twitter.
Oh, it's insane.
He's tapped into that shit. Like, I don't know who exactly to follow. Like, I get the notifications of stuff that he likes and he retweets. So, like, I just go off of that. But, like, I went to Reddit. And, like, I got it off Reddit. So I just went and just typed in Demi Lovato nudes, Reddit, in Google. And then the page pops up. And then they were just listed there. And
Yeah.
I was like, okay. Like, anytime there's, like, goofy shit that's going on like that something's happening and you want to see pictures of it or videos, just go to Reddit. It's there.
Yeah, or Black Twitter apparently.
Yeah, yeah.
But
It's a little harder to get tapped into Black Twitter.
as white people, it's very
As
difficult.
white people, yes.
It's very difficult. So speaking of, when he was here the other night,
Mhm.
I was like trying to follow along with what was happening in that soccer game. Do you remember this?
Oh yeah, Veracruz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know what league, how high, how good, how not good.
It's a Mexican.
It's a
soccer
Mexican league.
Yeah.
So Nikos knew the game was going on, of course.
Yeah.
So I'm like trying to follow along. So what happened is, in the game, Veracruz planned a protest to against unfair wages and pay and
Yeah.
everything. So
Was it Veracruz or the team they were playing?
It was
against?
Veracruz.
Okay.
So
Oh, the El Tigres is who they were
they
playing
played the
against.
Tigres.
Tigres, yeah.
So Veracruz for 3 minutes was not going to do anything.
Yes.
They weren't going to play.
Right.
The Tigres scored 3 goals on them
Yeah.
in the 3 minutes.
So did you watch the videos?
No, because I didn't get them.
So-
people just like standing around and like.
So the
kinda
first
move.
like 45 seconds, the Tigres are like cool with it. Like before the game, they all huddled together. They like took pictures together. They were all supportive of one another. And then like they have like the little, the kickoff thing there, and then everyone on Veracruz just stands still. And then the Tigres are just chilling for like 45 seconds. And then like one of the guys from Veracruz like gets the ball and like passes it to his buddy, or his teammate I should say. And then he passes it again, and Veracruz just stands still. So then they walk the ball down a little bit more, and they just rifle a kick from outside of, like, in between the midline, the half-field line, and then the box. And it just goes right in. And then, like, the goalie just stands there.
Yep.
And then, so, like, they bring the ball back, they do it again, and then they just, like, kick the ball. A dude, like, runs the ball down into the box, the goalie box, and then just turns around and passes it backwards. And then that dude boots one, goes in the net, goal, 2-0.
Oh, so they were kicking bombs.
Oh, yeah.
But so allegedly, because I was following some guy, I don't know who was one of the gamblers was retweeting this,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
And he goes, Mexican Twitter's going insane. So Nikos just goes to Mexican Twitter, finds a video within seconds.
Yeah.
But the whole thing was the Tigres knew,
Mhm.
or were told, hey, for the first 3 minutes we're not going to do anything in protest.
Right.
Apparently the Tigres coach told them, yeah, go ahead, do what you want, like shoot if you want, like go ahead and score. Like they're not going to move, but like
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Nice.
So that's good. That's how you support another team in the league.
Yeah, I know, right?
But I don't know what's going to come of it. But it was one of the strangest things where.
It's too bad we didn't know that before. We could have hammered the Tigres.
Yeah, but what we probably would have done was hammered like the under in the first half because they weren't going to do anything.
Yeah.
But we didn't know the fucking Tigres were going to go in there and just fucking light them up. So it was just like a really strange thing. I don't know if it'll come to anything. Like I don't know if
Yeah.
the protest will work or not, but
Yeah.
not a good look for the Tigres or that coach.
No.
Like at all.
3 goals. The final score was 3-1 too.
Like imagine if who played today? Who's Philly and Dallas are playing right
yeah.
now.
Yeah.
So like imagine if Dallas didn't like Jerry Jones anymore and we're like, all right, we're protesting.
Right.
Like this game's on national TV, everyone's gonna see it. So like Dak's just like, okay, I'm just gonna take the ball. I'm gonna take like 3 steps. I'm just gonna kneel it. And then like, Derek Barnett for Philly tries to like strip the ball from him.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
Or like tries to take his head off in
Right.
the backfield.
Right.
I know it's harder in football. Or it's like you could do it in hockey. Like if like say the Bruins, it's like, all right, we're gonna line up,
Yeah.
and when the pucks drop, we ain't gonna move. We're just gonna stay in our positions.
Yeah.
And, like the Blackhawks just like kind of like go down the ice and like set up like a 5-man whatever.
They run the wheel.
Like, and then they just kind of like work the puck around and just start lighting it up. It would just be so strange.
Yeah, that would be very weird to watch. It's like, are you guys gonna do anything? Or are you just gonna stand there? So kind of in related to Batman, the new, well, we talked about the Joker. So I heard about the new Batman. You know how they said Jonah Hill was supposed to be in like a secret role, and everyone was saying he was going to be either the Riddler or the Penguin.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Well, he backed out. He left. He ditched the movie.
Any particular reason?
No. So I listened to some other podcasts, and I heard Ross Patterson was saying that it sounds like he's about to make an agent switch, because typically he was like explaining like when that's going on, like you back out of anything you're in talks with right now, because your old agent would get commission on that and your new agent wouldn't. So that's what people do a lot of times when they're getting ready to switch agents, is whatever projects they're in talks with, they just bounce.
Yeah.
And then they wait until they get the new agent, and then they just start shopping again. So, I mean, say what you want, whatever, if that's actually going on or not. I mean, I'm kind of glad he's not going to be in it.
Has he done anything of relevance lately?
Outside of 22 Jump Street. I don't think so, yeah.
You haven't heard from the fucking guy.
So now, he backed out, and then shortly after, this guy Paul Dano, who was in Little Miss Sunshine, I don't know if you saw that movie.
No.
He is going to play the Riddler in Batman.
Is he good?
I don't know a ton about him.
Well, I'm also glad that, like, I know the DC movies just are just not
So
good.
bad. They can't figure it out.
Like, I know they're just not good, and I feel like they try to get a little too cute with some stuff.
Yeah.
Like they try to make Batman old and have him like kind of like out of the picture, and
Right.
dude, like they took their like strongest asset and kind of just like
Yeah.
or one of their strongest assets and then just
Right.
took it out with the popularity of where Batman was at. He was definitely a better asset than like Superman.
Oh, for sure.
But I mean, Superman might be the better superhero.
Yeah.
But with that series of movies and how bad the Superman movies were,
Yeah.
that's just kind of where it was at. So they took their best asset out of the movie in Justice League, put like the supporters in there, and it's just like, what are you doing? And then it was like Batman, Superman. I was like, this isn't good either.
Yeah. Ben Affleck was not good. As
So it's like
Batman.
it's like you want to make Batman movies. Why can't you just stick to what fucking works?
Right.
He has the best villains.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
Yeah.
Put them fucking in the movie.
Right.
Make that the fucking movie. Don't have fucking Batman fighting Superman.
Yeah.
It's like possessed
Right.
by fucking Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
Put the fucking villains in there. Write a
Yeah.
fucking movie. Let's fucking go. Actually, Spider-Man might have better villains, but anyway, regardless,
Yeah. Actually, Spider-Man was my favorite superhero when I was a kid.
it's everyone's favorite superhero when they're a kid. I
Yeah.
think.
Well, because he's young. He's in high school. So it's like, when you're 7, 8, 9 years old, you're like, oh, he's like, I'm almost that age. It's like more relatable
Yeah,
than someone who's like 40.
yeah, but his villains are sick.
Yeah, he has
But-
great villains.
Bad guys.
Where was I going with that?
How DC sucks.
Oh,
They
so it's
can't
like
cast
it's
in
like
their movies.
well, it's not even casting. It's just like, yeah, casting might be a part of it, but they also just like they're just like ruining good opportunities.
Yeah.
So, I know Joker wasn't a DC movie, but it's a DC character. So
Yeah.
you might be able to build off a little bit of momentum there. But, put the Riddler in there. Put a fucking competent Batman.
Yeah.
Don't make it a fucking joke. It doesn't need to be the Dark Knight again, because I know that's a different storyline. So you're gonna get into some different shit now.
Right.
But like, just don't make it fucking goofy. Every fucking Batman movie's been goofy. You had the fucking old ones.
Yep.
You had the ones in the late 80s, early 90s.
Mhm.
Then you had the Dark Knight and the Crushed.
Right.
Don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
People will go see it.
They
People will go see it.
Yeah. I'm just mad that they have Robert Pattinson as Batman.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I forgot.
So they already fucked it up.
I was just about to say, who is Batman?
With Pattinson as Batman.
Oh. Never mind, they're fucked.
Yeah.
I retract previous statement. Casting is an issue.
Yeah, and Zoe Kravitz is Catwoman. So Lenny Kravitz's daughter.
Has she been in anything?
I don't think so. I don't know. She's Lenny Kravitz's daughter. I don't know if she's actually been in something.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I won't talk about that yet.
Yeah.
You know who probably would have been a good Catwoman?
Who?
If they, maybe I'm just thinking this because Halle Berry was it, and I know Anne Hathaway, but whatever. Then they casted Zoe Kravitz.
Mm-hmm.
Ramsey from Fast and the Furious.
Oh, yeah.
She would probably be pretty good.
Yeah. I bet you she would, actually. That's a good point.
I don't know her name.
No, me neither. It's just Ramsey.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, that would be a good one.
I should be casting.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah. I cast her. No, money people will make it work.
Yeah, okay, you guys figure it out here. Hey, don't get Robert Pattinson as Batman.
No, anybody, anyone. Just
Literally
anyone.
anybody. Literally anybody but him.
Not Jacob either.
Imagine if he's in the movie, if like they just cast him for a role in the movie. I'd be like,
He's Two-Face.
guys, what are we doing here? What are we doing?
He's Mr. Freeze.
Yeah. Jacob is Mr. Freeze.
Oh.
You'd have people wearing like Team Mr. Freeze.
Oh. But this is pretty good. And all the details aren't exactly out because they weren't released to some of the questions that you're inevitably going to have.
Yeah.
So in Iowa,
Mm-hmm.
there was a 20-year-old annihilated at a bar.
Yeah.
So he eventually, I think he was being a little bit of a dick. So the cops came and they're like, okay, well, you're being arrested. You're underage in a bar, drinking. Like, you're not supposed to do any of this.
Yeah.
So they were rifling through his wallet. And in the wallet was the McLovin ID.
I heard about this.
And he got hit with possession of a fake ID. Because he bought it off Amazon.
Nice. Then, didn't Seth Rogen, like, tweet at him or something like that?
He might have.
I think that's what I saw on Twitter the other day.
So I heard this on the Sports Hub this morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He had the McLovin ID.
Yeah.
And they hit him for fucking possession of a fake ID.
What an asshole.
No,
Well, that's
it's
probably because he was being a piece of shit.
That's kind of what it sounded like.
Yeah.
Is he was being an idiot.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, let's see what else we can tack on here.
Right, right. What else can we get?
Wait, did you just push me? That's assault.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
But I think it's very unlikely. I don't think he used it to get in the bar. It doesn't say.
No, yeah.
But there's no way he could have.
No.
Because it is the McLovin ID.
It's a picture of the actor.
I know. It looks a little bit like him. That's what they were saying.
Oh, okay.
But it's got one fun. For all the reasons that it's funny is all the reasons why there's no way he used it to get in.
Yeah, absolutely not.
But he had it in his wallet and on him.
That's awesome. What a dink. You want to start wrapping this up?
Yeah,
Do you have a final thought?
I do. I just saw a commercial.
Yeah.
And I don't think anybody is safe.
Oh, uh-oh.
Frozen 2 is coming out before Thanksgiving.
Oh, Jesus. You know what, though? I have to admit, I don't hate Frozen.
I don't either, but I hate what comes of it.
Yeah. I hate any of those movies where people just keep singing songs. Like Moana. Like, I don't hate Moana, but, like, everyone's singing that You're Welcome song, and it's like, I actually, not only do I don't not hate Frozen, I actually kind of like Frozen.
Frozen was good.
I thought it was pretty good. I've seen it probably about 2,000 times.
Okay, so I think I was probably in like middle school, and that's when like everyone thinks they're cool, and everyone's like, oh. And the guy who lived across the street from me, he said, he goes, yeah, every year, he goes, I just tell my wife to just buy me any Pixar movie you see. There's whatever you see, just buy it. He goes, I don't care what it is. He goes, those movies are phenomenal. And then if you actually so back then it's like, you're like laughing at him. Like, yeah. Well, have you ever seen Happy Gilmore? No, I haven't. I haven't seen Happy Gilmore. No, definitely not. Fucking retards. But those movies are way better than some people may think.
Yeah, because when you go back and watch them as an adult,
They're fucking funny.
They drop like
They're
little
funny.
like subtle jokes in there, and you're like, oh my god, that's fucking hilarious.
Right.
But like when you're 7 years old, you don't understand.
No,
it.
you're watching it for a different reason.
Right, but when you're an adult, like that's why I think
You
those.
seen Monsters Inc. lately?
Not lately, no.
Monsters Inc.'s pretty good.
But like the Disney Pixar stuff, why it's been so successful is because it has what the kids want, and the kids love it, but they also drop shit in there like that's subtly funny for the parents that inevitably have to watch the movie with their kids.
Yeah.
So everyone loves it. That's
I
why.
mean, until their kids make them watch it 4,000 times.
right.
in which
That's
case they can't.
that's why I've seen Frozen so much. One of my ex-girlfriends that I was dating for a while. Yeah. Hey, what an idiot! An ex-girlfriend that I was dating. Could you be more fucking retarded?
Oh, I thought it was one of those ex-girlfriends that you weren't dating.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
One of those online ones.
One of my ex-girlfriends had a bunch of little cousins, and I also have a lot of younger cousins. So like anytime we were around family, like all they wanted to do was watch Frozen. So I've seen that movie like a bajillion times.
I've seen it a bunch too. It's actually funny.
Yeah, but it's good. But so Frozen 2 is coming out, and we're fucked.
Yep, we're all fucked. I don't know in what way yet, but we're
Yeah.
all fucked.
Oh god, that's gonna be great. I won't see it in theaters, but I'll probably end up seeing it somehow when it comes out on like Netflix or like Amazon or something. Actually, no, it won't. It'll be on Disney's streaming service.
True.
Disney Plus. That's coming out soon. It's coming out in like November, I think.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
It is coming out already.
November's only like 2 weeks away. All right. So for my final thought, might get a little heated. Might start getting a little warm in here. I got a pet peeve. Jamie, you here? Or you upstairs? He's upstairs. So him and I were talking about this the other day.
What?
So you'll get this. So it drives me fucking crazy when people text me and go, "Hey, what's up? How have you been?" Especially people that like I haven't talked to. Like I don't talk to them normally, and that don't actually give a fuck how I've been. And then following that, like they have a question to ask me. Like they want something. Like you want something from me, but they try and like beat around the bush and like have a conversation first. And then afterwards they're like, "Oh, hey, by the way, like can you help me out with this? Or like can you do this thing? Or like do you know this?" You know, like they have a question. Like they need something from me. And it drives me fucking crazy that you can't just text me and be direct. Like there's nothing wrong with that. Like if I need something from you, if I have a question to ask you, I'm not gonna be like, "Hey, what's up?"
Well,
and then have you respond and then be like, "Nothing." And then I'm like, "Hey, did you get the water bill?" You know, I'm just gonna text you and be like, "Hey, did you get the water bill?"
yeah, but even if it's someone you haven't talked to in a while, because it's like if I need something from you, I'm just texting you directly.
Yeah.
But if it's someone you haven't talked to in a while, then it's like, "Hey, dude, you know, hope all's been well.
Yeah.
Can you help me with da 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 da?"
Yeah.
One text.
Right. We'll put it in one text.
And depending on who it is too, if I needed to text someone that I haven't talked to in a while, it really just depends on how cool I was or wasn't with them.
Yeah. But like just the not being direct shit fucking pisses me off.
Yeah, if someone was
Like maybe I'm an asshole because I just text people and like I don't do the pleasantries. I don't go the "Hey, how you doing?"
good and you.
Yeah, good and you. Yeah, all right, cool, awesome, great. What do you want? What do you need? Like if I have a question to ask someone, I literally just text them the question and be like, I might throw in a "hey." Be like, "Hey, do you have anything going on Thursday at 3:30?" You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna be like, "Hey, how's your day going?" Or like, "Hey, how have you been? I haven't talked to you in a while." Or like, you know what I mean? Like I don't give a fuck.
I just wouldn't answer.
You don't give a fuck about me. I don't give a fuck about you. You have a question you want to ask me. I'll answer the question. I'll either be able to help you and solve your problem, or I won't. So let's just get down to business. Like I had someone text me last week that was like, just texting me and like asking me things and like trying to have a conversation.
No.
I'm like, I haven't talked to you in like 2 years. Like, just what do you want? So at one point, like when I texted back, I was like, "Yeah, so what's up? Like, what do you need?" Like,
That's the thing.
Like, I'm not here to, like, do this bullshit.
If someone fucking texts me and was like, hey, what's up? I'm not answering you.
Yeah. Right?
No, I'm not fucking
Right?
answering you.
Right? Like, don't fucking text me and ask me how I am.
Because you don't care.
Yeah.
And you don't want to know.
You don't want to...
First of all, you don't want that answer.
That's one can of worms you do not want to fucking open.
No. Or especially... Alright. How's everything been? Absolutely awful. Thanks for asking.
Yeah.
Now what?
Yeah, right?
Oh, shit. I still needed your help. But you made that kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking of course I did.
Yeah. Like, I do that shit all the time, like, at work, or someone will, like, ask me, like, hey, do you have a second? I was like, absolutely not. Thanks for asking, though. They're like, are you being serious? Or I'm like, I'm actually busy right now. And I was just like, stare at them. They're like, what the fuck?
Oh, it's so funny.
I'd be like, so what do you need? Like, just tell me what you want.
That's my actually. So I know I'm kind of like gonna go a different route with this, but people not expecting other people to do whatever they want. When it's like, oh, do you have a minute? No, not right now. Oh, hey, can you watch this? No, I can't.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, can you help? It's like, oh, can you fill out my weight card? I'm like, dude, I don't have your group right now. No, I can't do it.
Right.
Or it's like, oh, I need help with this. I go, okay, cool. So I have this group on the turf until for the next 20 minutes, and then once I get their weight cards ready to go and I answer all their questions, I'll be able to help you. So 35 minutes.
Right.
And guess what? They always just go and fucking figure it out themselves, man.
Yeah.
But
like, they're just that, like, the people that think that because it's a good time for them, it's a good time for you.
no.
It's like, I'll be like, again, at work too, I'll be like balls deep, like, I'll have like 6 reports to write in one day, and I'll be like hammering through them, and someone will just come sit down next to me and like start talking to me about like the case that we're on together. And I'm like, listen, give me like 15 minutes. Like, I need to finish this, and then I'll come find you.
Oh, people do that all the time.
Like, and I'll stop them, and I'll be like, hey, listen, like, I'm sorry, but I need to do this. Like, don't just fucking walk over and stuff.
That'll happen all the time. Like, if I'm on the computer and I'm like working, people come up to me all the time and say stuff.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, wait, do you actually need my help right now?
Right.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, I haven't been listening.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm in the middle of something.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's also a little different. I don't have to worry about anyone's fucking opinion.
Yeah.
But then we get into that where I'm just like, if you need something from me and like something I need to know, email me.
Right.
That way I have it. That way I can see it when I need it.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking email it to me.
Yeah.
But no, people are like, oh no, it's like personal card. I got one. I'll just talk to him. I'll just talk to him.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well, when he gets here, I'll ask him. I'm like, dude, just shoot them a fucking email.
Yeah. Like, so, here's a great example is, shout out to my buddy Tony. You know Tony?
Yeah.
Not Tony, from Architect.
Wait, which Tony?
Tony from Medford High. I played football with him.
No.
So like, him and I will go months without texting, but like, we text a lot during football season, like talking about football stuff and fantasy and whatever. So like, I don't know, we'll call it like a month ago, I probably hadn't talked to Tony since like April. He sends me a text like a few weeks ago, goes, hey man, who do you think I should start this week? And like sends me his lineup. And I go, I'd go Tyler Boyd and like this guy because of that. And then that was it. And then he was like, all right, cool, thanks. And then like 3 weeks goes by and I just texted him the other day and was like, do you think Tyler Boyd is a good option? You know what I mean? Like, there's weeks in between. And I don't come back, and months sometimes. And I don't start being like, hey man, how you been the last 3 months? Oh, cool, man. What's new?
No.
Oh, that's awesome. How's that going? Oh, great. Oh, hey, by the way, you want to take a look at this fantasy? No, I'm just gonna be like, and this is great. This is why I love people like that. I love when Tony will just fucking hit me up with whatever he needs, and I'll just fucking answer the question.
Well, the other thing too is it's like, so if it's a friend, like, cause there's people like that where I can text them out of the blue. Like, I haven't talked to Paul, Grandpa, in fucking, I probably actually haven't talked to him in a year.
Yeah.
Because that was the last time I texted him was Leif Erikson Day.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, if I was like looking in here and I'm like, all right, so this is an old client, and you know, I remember that they had a good contractor, and I needed to like get a contractor's like info.
Mm-hmm.
It would be like, hey Dan, hope all is well. I'm looking for a contractor. You know, a good one.
Yeah.
That's how that would go.
Exactly.
Not, hey Dan, how's it going? How's everything? Did you move? Did you not? Like, dude, stop wasting people's time.
Yeah, how's the house going?
Like,
oh, where are you working now? Do you still work over here? Like,
no,
just
Dad,
stop. What do you want from me?
Yeah.
Just tell me what you want. Like, you're not gonna hurt my feelings. I'm not gonna think you're a dick. I'm actually gonna appreciate you much more because you just got right down to business. And you had something that you needed from me. You presented it, and then I was either able to provide or I wasn't. And then that's it. And then we both go our ways.
I also know that my schedule, I'm busy when people are available, and I'm available when people are busy.
Yeah.
So I just assume that anytime I'm trying to talk to someone, it's a really bad time.
Yeah.
But I mean that's because my job is just all over the place.
Yeah.
I told someone that yesterday. They're like, "Well, what hours do you work?" I go, "Well, 3 days a week, it's 6 to 7:30, and the other 2 days I go in late, so like 10:30 to 7:30."
Yeah.
It's a lot of hours. Yeah.
Yep. It is.
But, hey, this is what I do.
Yeah. And then you're like really busy between like 5 a.m. and 9 a.m. and then 3 p.m. and 8 p.m.
Yeah, 11 to 2 is like dead times,
Yeah.
basically.
But that's when like most people are at work. So that's what I mean. Like they're busy at work, and then you're just kind of like whatever.
Yeah. Like that's why like I'll go to the casino at Thursday at 11. Or like I think what I might try to do is start manipulating my schedule to play some golf.
Yeah.
Like
Maybe fall golf.
Like I might go in early, but sneak out
Yeah.
at like 10.
Yeah.
We'll play.
Yeah. Get the last couple rounds in.
Yeah.
I haven't played in a while. So.
It's been like jerking off with my right hand.
I know, I'm like nervous to go
Hasn't
back
been.
and play
Hasn't been good.
because I haven't played in like 3 weeks. But yeah, so that's that.
Yep.
If you're listening right now and you're gonna fucking text me something, just text me. Don't ask me how I am, because I know you don't care.
And you don't want to know.
And you
That's
also
the
don't
biggest
wanna
one is
know.
you don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
I mean, like, don't make me lie to you.
Yes. Don't make me tell you bullshit.
How are you? Good. I'm looking and see.
Yeah,
if this,
fucking phenomenal.
if
Actually, everything is fucking peachy.
I'm actually looking
Yeah.
out the window right now and I see a tree limb. I'm just trying to think if it can support 160 pounds. And if I have a rope thick enough.
Yeah, exactly. So, not today, old friend. I think that's going to do it, kids.
Yep.
Thank you guys for watching on YouTube. Thank you for listening, wherever you're listening to your podcast stuff. Make sure you subscribe on both YouTube, podcasts, everywhere. And keep spreading the word. Tell everybody about it. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your dogs, tell everybody. We appreciate you guys. We're over 2,000 downloads.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah, since so we switched over to Podbean the first week of July. So then they started tracking. So we've been over 2,000 for a while, but since we switched to Podbean in July, we're over 2,000 downloads. So appreciate the fuck out of you guys. Thank you. Again, keep spreading the word. Help us out. Get the word out there. And you can find us on Instagram at Sarcasm Speaks Pod. We're on Twitter at Sarcasm_Speaks. And I don't know, stay tuned. We might have something else in the works too. So until next time, everybody.